Hello and welcome to my very first video for Let's Play with Spanisign. Our first game is going to be Desktop Dungeons, a randomly generated turn-based puzzle roguelike thing of dungeoneering, heroism, and monster slaying. So let's just start a new kingdom, shall we? The story begins. Creatures attacked in the night. The caravan was unprepared. Travelers had been warned about the unexplored realms, but pride often plays tricks on reason. Flames and blood engulfed the defenders, nomads, exiles, and vagabonds, with only a handful of real fighters among them. Injured, ill-trained, and separated from one another, many of the survivors had no choice but to press on into the nearby network of maze-like caverns. So we get dumped straight into a dungeon right here. Now if you're new to the game, you can either attempt the dungeon or just commit suicide against this goblin here so you can move on to the tutorial. I will have an attempt to complete this dungeon, teach you something about the mechanics to go. So unique to this dungeon, we start off with only one health. So we need to explore to regain the health. And now we can kill this goblin. So as you explore, you regenerate health and mana, but keep in mind that the monsters also regenerate when you explore. Read this and kill this. Okay. Move on. Now this is a little bit too difficult to fight, so we just continue on. Now we gain a level. Now we can kill this guy. Now we gain some power-ups. This one gains us mana, this one gains us health, and this one gains us attack damage. Now we continue on. Now this is a glyph, or a spell. This is quite a standard glyph, Banderas. It's, well, a fireball glyph. Pick it up, and now you can fireball enemies. Now, fireball usually does less damage than your attack, but you have the advantage of the enemies not being able to retaliate, generally, unless they have a special ability. Now, these things also have physical resist 90%, which means that my attacks are only going to deal 10% of normal damage. That's obviously not good, but fortunately we have these fireballs. So these are potions. Well, standard potions. You pick them up, you save them, and use them when you really need a heal up. Fireball, win. Strange item. Well, you see, items can be converted. You can even convert them from the ground, or you can pick them up and then convert them. Now this is a sensation stone. It does not have any ability other than high conversion value. So for every 100, for a human, for every 100 conversion points you have, you gain attack bonus. So we might as well just convert this thing. we go. Kill this thing and level up. Now we're level 3. Level 4 guys. Well, we don't quite have enough. Okay. And see, the thing about Fireball or Banderas is that it also slows their regeneration. It also inflicts them with a burning status effect, thus slowing their regeneration. It's often productive to hit a higher level monster first, and then Banderas them before exploring some. Fighting higher level monsters will gain you bonus experience points, so if you can do it, you want to do it. Now, there's a boss over here. Let's level up to level 4. Every time you level up, you regenerate health and mana. So now we should be ready to take on this fella. Ta-da! So, let's pick this up. Pick up the treasure. Then take the trophy. Let's go. So then, go onward here. The aftermath. Many perished in the days and weeks following the attack. Some were slaughtered by cave denizens, others became trapped or lost. Stronger survivors prevailed against the darkness, banding together to establish a crude outpost in the heart of the wilderness. If this fledgling settlement is to survive beyond its first few weeks, its people will need a reliable and well-trained force of heroes to keep enemies at bay. This is where your job begins. As the elected administrator of this rebel, it will be up to you to expand the settlement and recruit the heroes needed to defend your people. Most honorable administrator, I've been elected by the good people of this settlement to tell you what to do in order to tell everyone else what to do. You may consider me an advisor of sorts. Your new position gives you responsibility over our collected funds and efforts. This represents the resources we've managed to scrounge together so far. Your current task is ensuring our survival, so I recommend investing our limited funds in training and arming some real defenders. Click on the outpost over here. Upgrade this structure by clicking on the helpfully labeled button here. This will allow us to start recruiting our first available hero type, the fighter. So we have exactly 150 gold. It costs 150 gold to upgrade, so let's upgrade. Upgrade complete. Administrator, remember this moment well, for you have just taken your first tentative step down a long and glorious path. Under your guidance, these survivors will build a kingdom to challenge the gods themselves. Well, one thing you can't say they have low self-esteem, that's for sure. Class unlocked, fighter. Admirable clicking and spending, noble administrator. You've just unlocked the fighter class. These hardy warriors are superior to common guards in several ways. They excel at hunting down opponents and gaining experience quickly. Well, quest unlocked, trophy hunting. Administrator, our scouts have discovered some monster lairs in the surrounding area. It is time to take the fight to them. Let's have our heroes load up and move out. They can return when they have some monster heads and or other souvenirs for victory. Well, that sounds like an interesting prospect. Oh, sorry for butting in. We'll chat later. Are we ready to send someone on the next adventure? Just select a dungeon and we'll get to filling out your hero's permit form. Okay, so choose this and select. Now let's go about recruiting your next dungeon hero. You need to select two things, race and class. For now, just choose the human well, because well, nobody else is around yet. And a wise and excellent non-decision mighty administrator. Now select the fighter. So fighters have several abilities that guards do not have. So they have instincts. Monsters of an equal or lower level always have their locations revealed. Not a very useful ability, but it's something. Veteran, 1 extra experience per monster kill and faster leveling. Now that's more like it. So you level up faster, so that's good. Pit Dog, dungeon runs start with 1 level of standard threat protection on the character. This is quite useful, especially when fighting the boss. Your new hero has been bureaucratically cleared. Heaven sally forth by clicking here. So we start off here. We have some money and with some potions and with a sign. Let's read it. You're here playing as a human fighter. Humans get a 10% attack bonus for every 100 conversion points. This class has the following abilities. Instincts. Monster of an equal or lower level always have their locations revealed. Veteran, 1 extra experience for monster kill, faster leveling. Pit Dog, dungeon runs start with 1 level of standard death protection on the character. You also get up-to-date information on your character status effects by hovering over the icons in your portrait. Looking will show a full effects list. Okay, so we start with a wait what glyph here. This is quite a useful glyph. It can be used to it basically is a teleportation glyph, but it needs to target an enemy and you switch places with it. But more useful is the ability, so when you get stuck it's very useful, but more useful is the ability to, is that it gives them the slowing ability, which increases the experience if you can kill them while they're slowed. And also negates any first strike abilities. So that's very useful. Now, monsters normally strike first, unless they're lower level than you. But if they have the first strike, they'll always have the first strike no matter what. Unless you have them slowed. If they have them slowed, it negates their first strike. And thus, you get the strike first. So we just use explore here and use wait what to create some low level monsters that we can easily kill for extra experience. And look, a fireball glyph. This will be very useful, especially when trying to fight higher level monsters. And this is a Let Me See glyph. Uncovers 3 random dungeon tiles with normal regeneration benefits, 6 nearby enemies. Well, it's not very useful in this dungeon, so let's just convert it. Okay, so now we should try to kill this level 2 creature. Hit it and fireball it. And explore a little bit. Fireball some more. Another Let Me See. Convert it. And win. And we straight away level up. That's cool. Okay. Wait, what some more? Wait up. Wait what again? Wait what yet again? Level 3 here. Hit. Fireball. Solve it. Fireball some more. Law. And win. Foul Nemesis. It appears as though you have discovered my base of operations. I cannot suffer your presence and allow you to live. Regards, Sir Digby the Court, who is totally a boss character. So as you can see, every time you hover over a monster, you get a prediction as to how much, as to whether you survive the attack, and how much health they'll take, how much damage they'll deal to you, and how much damage you deal to them. Now as a fighter, you get death protection. So when it says barely win or barely alive, it means that you lose your death protection. So you probably want to save that for later, if possible. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Should be using wait what more here. Dungeon Hint Writer Skill Memo number 2. Casting Fireball means a free attack. Use it as often as possible, even if you're a fighter. Kinda blocks here. Kill this dude. Now on level 3. Fireball. Call some more. Win. level 4. So we're just going to kill some monsters here. Set ourselves up for level up. Oh, we have an extra. Well, this is another Banderas glyph, but we already have one, so we can just convert it. Okay, now we have full health and mana, and we already take on the boss. We should probably just convert this as well to pick this up. Okay. Hit. Fireball. And then kill this thing to level up. Hit. And that's it. So let's just clean all this up. Oh, look, a sub-dungeon. Go. Dungeon Hint Ranger skill memo number 1. When fighting monsters, pay attention to the combat indicator on the rightmost panel. If it says death, you probably shouldn't attack. Huh. So looks like we're done here. We just pick this up and go. Quest complete, trophy hunting. Victory! Your hero parades through the muddy streets of your rapidly growing settlement. Goat horn clasps in one mailed fist. Rose petals and jubilant shouts alike fill the air as townsfolk come out to celebrate. Amidst the glee, a lone figure approaches to you as you recline in your administrator's parade viewing chair. Hi there! I can't help but notice the sheer amount of fun you're having with that Chunkomancer scowl. I happen to have a business proposal related to that. This may seem rather forward, but I once a renowned taxidermist in the surrounding realms, and I know a lot of very rich buyers who would love a mounted mystery head of some kind hanging over their fireplace, bragging rights, see? Long story short, I'd like to buy that trophy from you. I have a goal right here. This new kingdom needs some kind of regular income, right? Well, work with me and we can build an entire economy around hunting and slaying evil. I'm pretty sure that this will turn into a long and mutually profitable relationship. So, we sell our trophy. 150 gold. Yes, money. Quest unlocked, guild expansion. There's more than one way to slay the average dungeon monstrosity. The kingdom's population is one of diverse talents and interests. Magic users, holy men, and even common cutlasses are interested in fighting the good fight, especially if there's money involved. Monster trophies are a valuable source of kingdom income. Let's put that money to use by building ourselves a second guild. Upgrading this structure will give you priests. They're reliable slayers of the undead with impressive health buffs. Upgrading this structure will give you wizards. They start off with a free fireball. Lower mana cost and other abilities make their glyph use much easier. Upgrading this structure will give you thieves. The extra will squeeze the extra value out of dungeon resources and deal a little extra damage to unsuspecting opponents. Select a building upgrade now. So now we can choose one of these 3 buildings. Let's go with Thief. Now click on the upgrade button. Class unlocked, Thief. Quest complete, guild expansion. Quest unlocked City Expansion. What our brave new kingdom is still in grave peril. The denizens of nearby dungeons are breathing down our necks. If a brave hero wanders in and slays the elites in each area, the rest should be demoralized enough to scatter. Most autonomous and independently thinking administrator, I believe you'll learn enough to start performing kingdom duties in whichever way you see most fit. I'll still be on hand to advise you when new matters come up. From here, you may consider your decisions and opportunities somewhat more open. Have fun! Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you later.